So, okay, I'd also like to talk a little in Tagalog, no?
Okay.
Para maintindihan rin ng mga ibang kababayan natin sa ibang lugar na pinag-uusapan namin ay ang Ayurveda treatment or ito ay galing sa India na nagumpisa 5,000 years ago at saka ito ay makakatulong sa ating kalusugan na hindi masyadong masakit sa bulsa, no?
Correct.
And that is yan ang advokasya ni Father, ni Cecilia at saka ni Jason dito na kasama natin ngayong gabi na gusto natin malaman ng mga kababayan natin na merong ganitong klaseng tulong para sa kalusugan natin. Ayun yung Ayurveda. Okay, Father. Marunong rin magtagalog si Father, pero nasa inyo yun, Father. Gusto nyo mag-Ingles o Tagalog?
Hindi masyado marunong Tagalog. Hindi kunti-kunti lang. Tagalog. So, ay para sa mabuti para sa katawan tsaka kaluluwa tsaka mental side ng mga tao, ay Ayurveda is a holistic healing. So meaning to say that not only the physical side, it touches the mental side through counseling, but also the medicine is also helping for the mental side, certain preparation. It's also helping for the rehabilitation. So sometimes we may have the rehabilitation program using the Ayurvedic medicines. It also go to the spiritual side, because sometimes the people are physically sick because they are spiritually sick. Some people cannot sleep because they have a guilty conscience. Some people are already stolen so much and then after that they cannot sleep.
Yes.
So it cannot be corrected by paracetamol and some medicine. So they need actually a spiritual healing. They can sleep. So it is a holistic healing is actually the concern of Ayurveda. And it is very helpful for the people. For example, in this our clinic, now we have treated about 5,000 patients.
5,000 patients from all over the Philippines.
All over the
Since
Philippines,
2001,
even also from abroad, from America and other places also patients come to our clinic for treatment. And then it is affordable, I am saying it is affordable because we could manage to treat this patient. They come poor or rich and all could afford the medicines. And many of them get well.
Whether poor or rich, anyone can afford
so it is affordable. Meaning to say if it is very expensive, you cannot manage. So,
okay.
Yeah, so if it can be known to the people, it will be very helpful. Another thing, in India, the medicine is actually very cheap. In all over the world, maybe I say, all over the world, the cheap treatment or the medicine is cheaper in India. One reason, India may be the only country accepting all these medical sciences. In other countries, they are still reluctant to accept it.
In other countries, they don't have the alternative medicine.
Alternatives.
They're just stuck with the Western and conventional medicine.
Yeah, it is only a monopoly. So what happened? It become
It's a business, Father.
Very
a big business.
very expensive. Before the treatment was for the patients.
Yes.
Now it is something else. The commercial side is more important than the health of the patients.
Yes.
So in a way it is actually affordable for the Filipino people, not very difficult for the package.
But like what Jason said, it takes time. It's a process.
Yes.
Kung ano yung ginagawa nating masama sa ating katawan, kung ano yung nakakain nating masama sa ating katawan, matagal bago maalis itong lahat, no? Malinis yung katawan natin. To be able to restore the balance in our body.
Correct.
But also maybe
Yes,
case to
please.
case, maybe that was in my case, but I'm sure in some cases it would probably take faster.
Yeah, I think we have the video, no? Father brought some video clips that we could share. And maybe Father, this is a man that was, what was he sick of?
He was a man, came from Mindanao.
Oh.
And then he came to the clinic because he saw an article written by Corey Carino last May.
All right.
So when he read that, he said, oh, he has a problem. So he could not stand, he could not walk by himself. So he told his son, a seaman, I want to go to Mandaluyong. There is a clinic. And he was brought to me there.
Okay.
And he was there few weeks there, 7 weeks he was there.
Oh, 7
and
weeks.
he could walk like that. You see, he could walk like that.
Oh, yes.
See? So
without any alalay anymore.
yes, so he could walk alone by himself.
So what was he sick of, Father? He had, what, a lot of toxics in his body?
He has actually arthritis problem. His joint cannot move.
Ah, so it was arthritis.
Yes, he is actually 82 years old.
How old, Father?
82.
82.
Yes.
All right. And it was arthritis that was bothering,
Yes,
aside
yes.
from other,
Yes.
probably.
Yeah, he got some constipation problem, other things, but it's
Oh.
also corrected.
Yes, Father.
As a holistic healing, not only we do not teach treat a particular problem.
Yes.
We teach the whole body.
The whole
So
body.
it heal different problem.
And Ayurveda can heal how many different kinds of arthritis,
All
Father?
kinds of, in Ayurveda actually there are 80 varieties of arthritis.
80
80.
varieties of arthritis. All right. That's a lot. I mean, how do you, and this one, Father?
And actually, you see, he's an artist, but he cannot step, he cannot stand, he cannot walk.
Because
so he needs a
of-
structure. He's actually having arthritis problem.
Arthritis.
Also
Yes.
arthritis.
Yes.
Okay.
And he
So
cannot
young.
step. So he is at his assistant bringing the structure to hold it. So he came for the treatment, and his treatment was very short because he could not walk at all.
He was also in pain. I could see he was in pain.
Yes,
no?
and then
Just to move.
he was brought and he was healed. Later we can see he could walk without anything. It is only 1 week time. He could
Oh.
walk. Yes, it is very hard for him to walk because he is actually affected too much of his joints. All the joints actually. Time to time it happened different. Sometimes it's a shoulder. Before that he came with the shoulder, he could not move his hand.
Oh.
Then we fixed that. Then this time it was the leg. So one leg he can stand. The other one he cannot.
So this was the Ayurvedic medicine that he took. And aside from that, you also have the massages for
yes,
the
Ayurvedic
different
treatment
parts.
for such a problem we give
Using the different
intake of
oils that you have.
internal medicine
Yes.
plus external application of the oil and also we massage to fix it properly. Because in arthritis problem most of the time the cartilages are destroyed.
Oh.
So we give the internal medicine to build up the cartilage and the
Okay.
massage you fix it properly, it can be healed.
Oh.
So that we can have a lasting healing in arthritis problems. Without any new operation, spine operation, we can heal that.
Which one, Father? What?
Spine operation,
Spinal
spine
operations
problem.
also.
One sister came from Lucena, Carmelites,
Yes.
from the monastery. 2 weeks she could not walk. She was
I saw her,
bedridden.
Father. She arrived in your clinic in a stretcher, this Carmelite
She was
nun,
in
no?
ambulance. She could not come in ordinary
in a
vehicle. And she was taken up to the room and he was treatment. She was there 14 weeks and she could walk.
14 weeks.
Yeah, she was 2 weeks in the monastery, then 2 weeks in the hospital. Then the doctor said, we cannot do anything. You bring to St. Luke for operation, spine operation.
Oh.
Then the mother brought her to our clinic and she was treated and she could walk without any operation. So there are many cases like that we can successfully heal and help people.
Yes, Father. So I understand from Cecilia here that you would like to share the wealth of Ayurveda, no?
Yes,
To majority of Filipinos.
Correct.
Na makakatulong kasi hindi siya mahal. So affordable siya, Father.
Yes,
No?
affordable.
And and it will not just cure but prevent future diseases.
Yes, yes. Ayurveda actually,
And rejuvenate,
correct.
if I may add also. Yeah.
Yes, Ayurveda actually basically to prevent, the second to cure, then rejuvenate.
All right. So I
Actually,
got it backwards.
yes, yes. In Ayurveda, actually,
We're
there
more
are
interested in
three stages. As Jason said, one thing, we have the detoxification stage to take out the toxin. The second,
To take
we-
out the toxic. Okay.
detoxification.
the second,
Detoxification,
healing, healing process. It is a process actually.
Yes, Father.
Then the third one is
Detoxification.
the rejuvenation process.
And rejuvenation.
Those who finish that will be all right, the normal life.
Okay, Father.
So that old man we said, he came and he said, I am okay now.
Okay.
Came back to the life.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So those way we are working on that.
Because Ayurveda heals the sickness and not just the symptom.
Ayurveda actually treating the root cause of it. That is one main difference between Ayurveda and the conventional medicine. Conventional medicine treat the symptom.
Yes.
We treat the root cause of it.
Mhm.
Then they to the fruit, we treat the root. That is a difference.
Okay, Father. So there is this diet that you call
Yes.
it Ayurvedic
Yes,
diet.
correct.
And it's not just eating raw food, but the right kind of food and a
Correct.
balanced
Correct, correct.
diet, right?
Ayurvedic diet means that depending on the character of the person, we have to choose what food can be eaten. According to Ayurveda, our body is composed of 5 elements, and these 5 elements interact each other and produce 2 or 3 power or principles or domains in our body. And these 3 principles are called Vata, Pitta and Kapha. Vata means, if we translate, is air.
Is what?
Air.
Air.
Air, all right.
Yes. Then the second is a Pitta. Pitta means bile. It's a principle of heat.
All right.
The third one is Kapha. Kapha means principle of flexibility.
Flexibility.
Literally it means play. And these 3 principles are in our body. We need the heat, we need the flexibility, we need the movement. Vata is actually the principle, all the movement of our body.
The movement of
Movement,
our
yeah.
body.
Even in the modern technology, we use the air brake. Air is very powerful.
That's right.
To brake, to release the brake, use the power, the gas,
Yes.
the air.
Yes.
So in our body, the principle is there.
Oh.
So the movement, non-movement, the flexibility, the heat, these are the principles. So when we take the food, should be according to our character. A person can be predominant of Vata, Pitta or Kapha. So the food should be accordingly. For example, an arthritic person cannot take certain kinds of food.
What, Father? What person?
Arthritic people, whatever
Arthritis, yeah,
arthritic
okay.
people, they cannot eat certain kinds of food.
They cannot eat beans.
They have to avoid butter,
Eggplant.
beans,
Yes.
then nuts,
Yes.
cabbage,
Okay.
and then okra, ladies'
Yeah.
finger,
The ones high in uric acid, no?
uric acid, they avoid.
Yeah.
Concerning meat, beef and pork are not good.
Oh. Chicken, okay.
Chicken, okay. That is a way to choose it.
Yeah.
Goat meat is better.
Oh.
Yes. Beef is not good.
Yeah.
At the same time,
But this is
those-
not vegetarian either.
not necessarily
Yeah, all right.
vegetarian. We do not promote completely vegetarian. But you have to choose what food can be taken.
Okay.
For example, a patient asthmatic, they
Asthmatic.
cannot take chicken, all poultry products, shrimp, crab, a bawal. They cannot take it. At the same time, a patient is having hemorrhoid.
Oh, you cannot take chili.
Hemorrhoid cannot take chicken, but they can take pork.
Ah.
Those who are arthritic cannot take pork.
All right.
This is the way you have to choose what patient and take what food. That's the diet.
Interesting. So we'll just take a short break and Father will tell us after the break how you determine what food, depending on the character, what food you can take, no?
Okay.
All right. Stay with us.